Hi YouTube, this is Twirl a Minute and I'm doing a follow-up video to the one that I showed you on my garden challenges and areas. Last weekend, it was a holiday weekend for us here in Nevada. I had Monday off and it was absolutely gorgeous. So what I did was take those 3 days and give my husband lots of honeydew jobs to get our garden ready. This week we're only supposed to have one pretty day and I'm doing some things in the house. It's actually a little cool here in the valley. So let me show you what we were able to do last weekend to get ready for when spring comes and stays. I went searching for burlap bags last weekend and could not find one burlap bag here in Vegas, but at one of our local nurseries they had the burlap fabric. So I had watched Mrs. Volfie's video on sewing the potato bags, so I did that, and so I have 4 bags that we've set out. Also weeded this area. We had lots of old plants, mums, things like that, and this is also the area where I have spent 4 years trying to grow the tomatoes and killing them. So we put together the self-watering 5-gallon buckets, and we drilled them. On the bottom we installed a net cup for our wicking system. I'm going to try to get one of these out and see if I can show you. Let's see if that's possible. Here we go. Yeah, there's our net cup, and it's actually wrapped with landscape fabric to minimize roots getting into our bucket. And that was a suggestion of Larry Hall for his rain gutter system, so we just incorporated it in our 5-gallon system that we have here. So we have the net cup in there, we have our water reservoir, and it's got a compost tea in it right now, and then we have a PVC pipe that goes also down into the water reservoir, and that's where I'm going to put to make it easy to water, I'm going to have some funnels that I'm going to take from bucket to bucket and just pour my water or fertilizer into the funnel and let it go down through the pipe. And I have my tomato cages because, as I said, this is the area where I've tried to grow tomatoes and kill them, so I have nice tomato cages. They just never filled up. So this will be where we have some more tomatoes this year. In our area over here, I went and found a small kiddie pool at Ace Hardware. Unfortunately, it's off season. There were no pools that were on sale, so I did want to go on and get this garden ready since we plant early here in the valley in Nevada. So inside I have my 3 Walmart shopping bags. They're 50 cents each. They're filled full of our potting mix, which is organic compost. It has blood meal, it's got kelp, it's got perlite, it's got coconut coir, it's got some a little bit some fertilizer, organic fertilizer, all mixed up in together. And so the bags are sitting in the kiddie pool in a small amount of water, and it looks like I need to put water in it. They've absorbed up into the bags, which is good, but I need to fill it full of water. I have a few more of my buckets over here. Those are going to be planted with Scarlet Runner, and the reason is we have growing up the side some vines that really, because of our soil conditions, they've reached their maximum potential, but during the summer it's going to be nice to have those pole beans growing up the vines for support, and I'll be able to get the flowers and the vegetables. You heard me talking about needing to add water to my little kiddie pool. My husband loves to watch info commercials, and this is one that he watched selling this beautiful, lightweight gardening hose. Well, it exploded on me today, and that was kind of shocking. I think I'm still a little bit shocked and wet over this. But it failed as I was watering and just exploded. This is a fabric that wrinkles when it's empty, and so it's supposed to be easy to store. It is very lightweight, but look how it failed, and we've only used it less than a dozen times. I mean, we haven't had reason to use it, and it didn't have the pressure on it because I was actually using it. So anyway, got to get another hose. Now I'm going to take you over to the rain gutter system that I had told you we were planning to do. This was the real honeydew project for my husband. He's pretty handy. He built this system, and what it is a plastic rain gutter. It has end caps, and then on each side of it, it has support. And we have the support screwed in to the plastic. I'll get a little closer and see if I can show you where it's screwed in. And then what you do, in your buckets, you drill a hole. I have 3-inch net cups, and then at the bottom they're covered with a landscape cloth, and they sit in the reservoir of water. It has compost tea in it. I couldn't stand it. I went to the gardening store. I couldn't stand empty pots, and picked me up some red onions, some spinach, and some white bunching onions, so that these wouldn't look totally bare until my seeds I was starting. So we have that ready. So we have our kiddie pool over here with 3 of the Walmart bags, 3 of the burlap bags. Those are going to be potatoes in there. They're also being started in the house. And we have our humongous little kiddie pool over here. We got it filled full of the soil mix, and that's where the corn, the beans, and the squash will go. And that is the Three Sisters garden. Now, I don't know if you can hear the birds in the background. We have spent the last several years, well, there goes one of the doves, feeding our birds, our doves. Pigeons, beware, they don't last very well in our yard, but the doves. So in order to keep our precious doves that my husband loves to watch, I'm going to have to get some netting to keep them out of the plants that we're planting over here. So some type of little mesh netting to still be able to have our little birds enjoy their little area, and us still have our vegetables. And for now, I think that's about it for the garden area. I'll come back in another little short video and explain the solar project that we've been working on pretty successfully, and why I say we. Again, I'm the one that researches, helps order and get the supplies, finds the sales, and Cowboy, my hubby, he builds it. Good honeydew guy. Can't go wrong with a cowboy that likes to do jobs and errands for his wife. So we'll talk about that one in another video. Have a great day, YouTube. Happy prepping, and I'll get back to you with more follow-up videos of the garden.